too long ago, we visited a small Canadian town called Sunpeaks for a catch-up with our friend and vacation rental guru, Matt Landau.
So if you're sitting down with an established vacation rental manager, or even let's just say someone who's just getting started, trying to verse themselves on what they're gonna need, their plan, they sense that technology is changing things. That's an obvious trend. But they also don't want to get in so early that they somehow hamstring themselves or choose a company that may not be around.
Sure.
What decision matrix do you encourage people to use?
Yeah, I think the first thing is always talk to a company that's been through the ringer and has been around. I mean, we started in 2016, and I think, we are definitely the OGs of this space in terms of first movers into automation, and probably too far ahead of the curve, right? It sort of took 2 or 3 years for the industry to catch up to at least what Operto was thinking was the future. So the way that we like to approach our conversations with our potential customers is very consultative, right? Because again, no two properties look the same. And we wanted to say, okay, what are the 5 things that keep you awake at night? What are the biggest pain points that you have in your business right now? The things that keep you awake at night, or also the things that are holding you back from scale. Of those 5 things, usually 4 or 5 of them are all technology related in some way, shape, or form.
Give me like a couple examples.
Oh, just I think the cleaning services is a big one, right? How do you get a cleaner in to get them through the property more efficiently, and then know when the cleaner leaves so that you can offer the next guest early check-in and monetize that opportunity. So that would just be a very small piece. So we like to sell our solutions as like, this is your problem set, this is our solution set, and we are not married in any way, shape, or form to any vendor that you choose. So we will put you in touch with 3 or 4 vendors that might do identity verification and say, this is what they offer, these are the pros and cons, you tell us what you want, and then we will plug that into Operto. These are the 3 or 4 solutions you can choose in this part of your stack, this part of your stack, this part of your stack, so that at the end of the day, the choice is that of the property manager, because they're matching their pain points with the solution set, and then Operto is putting the bow around it and giving it to you in one place.
Mm-hmm. I would also add, in addition to speaking with companies who've been through the ringer, speak with people who have used those companies.
100%.
Because that can save you a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, we really pride ourselves on serving our customers, and I think a lot of and making sure that as they scale their business, that we're also introducing them to new innovation that's happening. Maybe that there's a better way of operating their business now that they're not 50 doors anymore, that maybe they're 500 doors. And you're looking at adding new things, again, to drive efficiency in the business. So again, we work in a very consultative way. We do not sell you a bunch of stuff and say like, okay, there's gonna be a charge on your credit card and good luck. And I think that's, again, where a lot of our competitors have fallen down, is they go, here's a solution and I'm on to the next sale. Whereas we will put a dedicated account manager on your thing, and we'll make sure that we are there every step of the way as you grow your business.
Would you mind sharing another one of those problems that people typically list that can be solved with technology?
Well, a very common one is like shoulder stays. So you might get someone coming in on a Friday, or they're coming or leaving at an odd time, and you've got all these open days on both sides, and being able to message your guests through the application and say, hey, would you like to extend your stay, or are you already in town? If you come a couple days early, we can give you the property for 50% off, right? And we can extend your stay. We can also offer you incentives to, while you're staying, et cetera. So again, guest communication, ensure you're driving your own ADR while you're going, oh, wow, amazing. Hey, should we change our flights another couple of days? They're going to give us, half price. And so you've given them magic and you've solved your own problems. So,
and then I'm guessing if there's another problem in there that you can introduce them to, like noise, keep me up at night. I'm concerned people are making too much noise. You simply introduce them to noise.
For sure. I think, and again, when you look at the consistent problems that we hear about every day, it's noisy neighbors, right? And strata is coming down really hard on short-term rental operators. saying, you need to have technology that is keeping your guests in check, ensuring that they're not trashing the place, that when someone books your property and it's like, oh yeah, it's just me and the wife for a quiet weekend, and who shows up? 15 rugby players who are there for a bachelor party, and they keep the strata or the neighbors up all night. Those are the kind of things that can absolutely be solved with technology, and solved very, very quickly. You're sending warnings out through the system. You're picking up their noise levels. You're ensuring that your asset is protected.
What are some noise detection companies that you would?
Just off the top of my head, we work with 3. So like Noise Aware, US company, Minute, based out of Europe. There's Room Monitor, based in Spain, on and on and on. Good. So there's always going to be a problem, and then a bunch of solutions that work with Operto, and you can choose any one of those according to where you live, their pricing, their service levels, all the other pieces. At the end of the day, we're a platform, and we're plugging those applications into our platform.
We did an interview with the CEO of OwnerRez. His name is Paul Waldschmidt, last season of the Unlock podcast, and he explained that they develop and they invest where they have pain points.
Yeah.
They don't invent problems. They look, where do we have a problem, and how can we solve that now, today?
Yeah.
So what you just described to me sounds very similar.
Yeah.
We're presenting our pain points. We're addressing them with solutions, technological solutions.
Yeah.
Bringing the conversation back full circle, there's also, apart from solving these problems, there's also all these things that the iPhone introduced to my life that I never knew I needed so desperately.
Sure.
So is that just an instance of you've got to try it and see how it changes your life in order to decide if it's for you?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. There's that moment when you dip your toe in the pool and you go, ooh, I like it. I'm not sure, and then you have to jump in. And I think the interesting thing with technology and where folks might not always get it right is you don't have to cannonball into the pool, right? You really don't. You can just use the steps and slowly walk your way into the technology world. You don't have to jump off the 10-meter thing and go all in overnight. You can literally go, these are my 5 major pain points. I just want to get my guests into the house. I'm just going to do access control. Very, very simple. Once you see that it works, you go, and you know what? My next pain point is noisy neighbors. Okay, we're going to layer that piece in. The next piece, and so as you get more comfortable with the technology, that's why I think the way that we approach the problem is very unique, because we are essentially giving you a hamburger and you say, you want tomatoes? You want lettuce? And you can construct your stack as you want it constructed in any order you want and at any time. We can always add new things in to ensure that your properties are keeping up with your level of growth.
And then would you eat it?
You wouldn't want to, because it's so beautiful, it just works.
Perfect.